Hey guys, welcome to video 2 today on Fruity Friday here at my table of 3. My name is Keri and today I am going to show you how I use my GoWise 12.7 quart air fryer oven deluxe to cook one of our favorite proteins, which is a very frugal meal but also very satisfying, and that is chicken drumsticks. I'll show you a little bit about that in a recipe in a minute, but first I just want to say, as with the first video that you may have seen earlier before this is a sponsored video sponsored by my partners, GoWise USA Appliances. They have graciously sent me this air fryer oven to share with you guys here and to try for my own. So I'm going to also at the end of the video tell you again about a wonderful offer that they're giving to you guys as my followers. But as for now, I'm going to show you how I do I just did some Italian marinated drumsticks today, which is super simple. Now in your air fryer, one great thing about it is you do not have to use a lot of oil. For the sake of the recipe, my marinade is just simple garlic, onion powder, salt. I did use 2 tablespoons of olive oil and Italian seasoning. I don't eyeball I don't measure anything, guys. I just eyeball it, then I let it set on the chicken legs in a bowl and toss it once or twice, and for about an hour, hour and a half. Now we're going to cook it here on the air fryer, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm going to change the angle of the camera, and so get closer so you guys can show me, so you guys can see me using this to make our dinner. So let's get to it. Okay guys, first thing we're going to do is I have my bowl of chicken drumsticks that have been marinated. Again, this is a very frugal meal if you're on a budget, trying to budget. It's a great protein. It's a True Healthy Mama S. It's good for keto. It's good for low carb. I got these chicken drumsticks on sale for Aldi, and they were, it was at our local grocer. They had them for 68 cents a pound, so I stocked up on those. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mesh racks that GoWise sends 2 of these in with this air fryer here. And so today I'm going to use these, and I'm going to, even though I have a little bit of oil here, I'm going to use my cooking spray today and just spray both sides really quickly of these mesh racks. And I have these, I just put these on a plastic cutting board just so they keep the counter cleaner and so I don't make a mess with the chicken juice in a moment. So I'm just going to take time again, spray those. Then I am going to, there are I believe 9 drumsticks, so that is enough for each one of us. There's a family of 3 to have 3. We can eat them all tonight, or we can save some for lunch tomorrow, which is sometimes what happens. So I'm just going to go ahead and use these tongs to carefully place my chicken legs on the mesh trays. Now I like to spread them out. These tongs are not the easiest to work with. On the trays so that all the sides can get crispy when they cook. You guys get the picture? I'm going to go ahead and start putting some back here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me put you in a little bit further. Alright, so I've cooked these several times now. There is a cookbook that comes with this air fryer, which I probably showed that to you again in the unboxing video, so check that out. It has 50 amazing recipes. Now they're not all low carb, but you can adapt many of those. They have a delicious looking barbecue chicken recipe in there that looks amazing. You can always use a low carb barbecue sauce. I'm going to put this one over here because anyway, we'll leave it there. You can always use a low carb barbecue sauce. Make one. I know Carolyn and All Day I Dream About Food has a wonderful show here before. So there's our chicken legs. We're just going to move you up this way just a little bit so you can take a look at the air fryer. Hopefully you guys can see it with no glare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit on. Then I'm going to go over here to our menu button. Menu. I am going to select chicken. So you're just going to hit menu until it goes over to chicken. It's going to be 430 degrees for 25 minutes, which we're going to start there. Halfway through, I will turn them over. So I'm going to go ahead and just watch how easy it is to slide the trays in. I'm going to take this out as well. Now the great thing about this is you can set the setting. I'm just removing the wire rack that comes with it. It will not start cooking until you actually close the oven door for a certain amount of time. And then it goes ahead. Oh, you guys can't see that, can you? Let me back you up some. There we go. You can see me put in the other rack. Okay. rack 2 going in. Now, as with any air fryer, the ones on the top are going to get browner faster. So, like I said, halfway in, I will move these. I will turn the chicken legs over and then rotate the shells so they will cook evenly. There is also a drip tray that will catch a lot of the fat and grease from the chicken legs. I'm just going to put that back in there. I'm going to show you guys how just going to shut the oven door and watch it come on. Just going to adjust you guys. Alright guys, so I'm just going to wash my hands and wash these tongs really good so I can use them again. I'm going to come out so you guys can see better. And I'm just going to let this cook. Like I said, it says 25 minutes, so I'm going to come back in about 12 minutes and I will rotate the shells and flip the legs over and I'll show you how I do that. So I don't know if you can see, I'm going to zoom in. I actually let it go for 14 minutes and I got a little bit distracted, but I did keep an eye on it and it looks fine. So what I'm going to do first is open it up, and when you open it up, it actually stops. So your timer will stop. You don't want to leave it open too long or of course, it may lose temperature, but you can see, can you guys see how it's starting to get real brown? Let's see. Anyway, so it's starting to get there. Of course, they have some more minutes. You have to make sure that your chicken, the first thing I'm going to do is flip these over. And like I said, we're going to, it's not easy to do one-handed. So I'm just going to flip them over. You may not have to because they do cook evenly, but, and so what I'm going to do then is going to actually pull these out. And I'm going to go ahead and just move those up to the top. I'm not going to flip those because those still need to be browned. And then I'm going to put tray 2 on the bottom. You guys can see that it's, there we go. You guys can see how it shuts off if you leave the door open too long, which is fine. No worries. It's going to start right back. I think I need to lower it so it doesn't touch. It's going to start right back. Watch. When you close the door. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cook for the remaining 10 minutes. Check it. I'm going to check the temperature to make sure it's 165. And if not, I may let it go a little bit longer. I guess I should talk to you, to the camera, huh? So after this actually finishes this 10 minutes, I will check them again. I'll check the internal temperature because you need it to be at least 165 or higher for poultry. And then if it's not crispy or brown enough, I may put it back in for a few more minutes. But that's all something you'll see. The house smells amazing with that Italian seasoning on the chicken legs. So yeah, be back in just a moment. Okay guys, so I have had the chicken legs in there. I did add another 6 minutes, so I cooked it 14 minutes first, and then, what was it, another 10 minutes or so. I didn't like it, I wanted them a little bit browner, and my chicken wasn't quite up to temperature in some of the bigger legs, so I took a meat thermometer and stuck it, and it had just a couple of course it would cook a little bit more, but I wanted to make sure, and I wanted the skin a little bit crispier, kind of like a, it reminds me of the chicken if you get at KFC that's they call grilled. It's very delicious. My husband and son both enjoy it too. So it is just about 1 minute left after that additional 10 minutes. I did flip the chicken one more time. I didn't rotate the shells or nothing. So I'm going to take it out now. I'm going to zoom you guys in and then take it out now and put it on my platter to let you see how it is. And we're going to serve this tonight with broccoli and some of my wonderfully white blender bread that I used from the True Healthy Mama Table Cookbook. And yeah, so I'll show you what these chicken legs look like now in my GoWise air fryer. Alright guys, so it is ready, and now I'm going to show you what they are like. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can see, hopefully you can see, the fan will keep running, and you guys can see how it's beeping to let you know the door's open and the timer's finished. Look at that. Oh, you guys, the skin is crispy. You can see where the fat's rendered out. It is so good. And it's still really juicy in the side. Now, I have washed these several times. Like I handled raw chicken with them. I soaked them in hot water, hot soapy water, and then washed them really well before I touched the chicken in the air fryer again. And since then, I have washed them again. And I've just been turning them with them now. So you can see that it is perfectly brown and crispy on all 4 sides. So I'm just going to take this here and put this on the platter. And then I'll show you guys. And see, your oven goes off. I don't know if you hear that, but the fan has went off. And now I'm going to set this aside real quick and pull out my second tray. And then I'm going to zoom in and show you. Be careful when you're pulling your trays out. You guys, look at that. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so here are what the trays look like. You can see that there is some food cooked onto the trays. If you get, anyway, and a lot of times if you're using, I will say this. So far we love this air fryer. I'm gonna shut the door real quick so I don't burn myself. The only complaint my husband has had is that these mesh trays are they're a little bit harder to clean. You need to soak them a little bit if you have anything like cheese that melts on them, or the fat and drippings from the chicken. I will soak these and then I'll take a scrubber pad, like a scrubber sponge, and clean them really well. That's the only complaint we have. He doesn't like these mesh trays as well. I'm sure this is really easy to clean, and the drip tray, which I'm going to show you now, is very easy to clean as well. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of dark. Let me see if I can pull it out carefully, because you can see that the drip pan, it does catch all of the chicken dripping. See that? So you guys, if you're cooking chicken for like, I'll zoom out now. You could store this, or if you are making, if you are cooking your chicken legs or chicken thighs, say around Thanksgiving, you could use these drippings as the gravy drippings. You could even take this and make a low-carb gravy now in a skillet if you like to, but I'm just going to drain it in a grease container we have, and then this will just wipe with soapy water. It'll just clean right up. So let me put this aside real quick. And I will reach over here and show you guys these amazing looking chicken legs. Look at that. The skin is crispy. It's going to taste so delicious. Now look how beautiful it is. You can take simple chicken legs, and these, my boys are super excited about dinner tonight, and I am too. This tastes just like, again, I said, the KFC grilled chicken, depending on what kind of flavors you put on them. So yeah, you can even base this with a low-carb barbecue sauce. I would cook the chicken for about 15 minutes first, then start turning and basting. Let me put these down and talk to you face to face. Oops, sorry guys. Move my camera back and focus on me. Okay, so, excuse me, I've been sick for the last couple of weeks, so been behind on videos too, so I'm super excited to share these two with you guys. So that is my chicken drumsticks. I did this Italian today, which I said is just a little bit of I believe I used avocado or olive oil, I can't remember, salt, and garlic powder, onion powder, some Italian seasoning. I let it marinate for about an hour and a half in a bowl in the fridge. Then I put them on the chicken button on this GoWise air fryer oven. And yeah, they turned out perfect. We're about to eat. We're going to have a side of steamed broccoli, and like I said, the wonderfully white blender bread from the Trim Healthy Table cookbook. So yeah, it's going to be a balanced meal. We're super excited about it. And before I go, I want to say thank you guys for watching these two back-to-back Foodie Friday videos. And if you didn't, be sure you check the link below to go back and see the full unboxing and review of this 12.7 quart air fryer oven deluxe from GoWise. I'll also put all their links below to their website, to their Facebook, to the Instagram. Let them know you saw this on My Table 3. And if you're interested in getting this air fryer oven for yourself, the holidays or your birthday or something like that, until November the 30th, 2019, GoWise is partnering with me to offer you guys 10% off of your total purchase. Just use the code MyTable3 that you see here and follow the link below that says purchase your own. That'll take you directly to the page, and when you check out, put in MyTable3 and get your 10% off. Again, I want to say thank you so much for GoWise USA Appliances for partnering with me here at MyTable3. If you want to see another recipe for this air fryer, check out the link below for my new recipe, cauliflower cakes in the air fryer. It's a version of a potato cake, but made low carb and Trim Healthy Mama S just for those of you that follow that type of diet, in this wonderful air fryer. So check that link out below, and I'll see you guys next time on My Table of 3. See you, friends.